This video begins with a serious and emotionally intense atmosphere, focusing on the sentencing of Michelle Davis after she admits to a significant financial wrongdoing. From the very start, the tone reflects the weight of the situation, as the discussion centers around responsibility, consequences, and the impact of personal decisions. As the details unfold, it becomes clear that this is not just a simple mistake, but a situation involving careful actions that led to financial loss for others. Throughout the video, Michelle Davis shares her personal struggles, offering insight into the challenges she has been facing in her life. She describes dealing with ongoing health issues, family responsibilities, and financial pressure, painting a picture of someone overwhelmed by circumstances. Her words attempt to provide context to her actions, showing the emotional and physical burdens she carries daily. This adds a human element to the story, making viewers reflect on how personal hardships can sometimes influence poor decisions. At the same time, the discussion highlights the seriousness of the offense, emphasizing that actions have consequences regardless of personal difficulties. The situation shows a clear contrast between understanding someone's struggles and holding them accountable for their choices. As more details come to light, it becomes evident that the actions involved were not accidental, but required planning and awareness, which makes the situation more complex. As the video progresses, the focus shifts toward the outcome and what lies ahead. The conditions imposed are strict and designed to ensure responsibility, prevent future misconduct, and encourage a more disciplined path forward. There is a strong emphasis on making things right, both financially and personally, while also setting clear boundaries for the future. Overall, this video presents a powerful and thought-provoking story about accountability, personal hardship, and the consequences of one's actions. It encourages viewers to think about the balance between empathy and responsibility, and how important it is to make the right choices even in difficult times.
To withdraw your plea, did you understand?
Yes.
All right. Did you understand you have a right to jury trial?
Yes,
A
ma'am.
right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in, the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this agreement you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Excuse me, one moment. Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Davis, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 2. There's a $2,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution of $7,200 to Monticello Custom Homes LP. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the
Yes,
plea?
Your Honor.
State, is that the plea? Did you review the document entitled Waiver of Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 4 years. Did you understand that's a recommendation from the state and the court does not have to follow that recommendation?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to count 2 in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Mm.
I'm sorry?
Guilty.
State, any evidence?
Proper states exhibit 1 and 2 attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in, the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we have reached an agreement on this case, Your Honor. My client, after reviewing all the facts, decided that she would want to move forward with a plea. She understands what's at stake here, and I know that she's going to be successful in completing this deferred adjudication, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any children?
Adults,
All right. Are you employed?
I can't work. I'm disabled.
And what's your disability?
A whole list of them, a bunch of autoimmune disorders, level scoliosis, spinal disorders, undifferentiated connective tissue disease, or spine surgery. Actually, right after that position, it was affecting my body, and then I just had all sorts of messed up stuff going on, Your Honor.
So are you currently receiving SSI?
I'm working to get there. I also didn't have insurance for a while. And so that's what I'm working towards now, because I've been disabled for a long time. I had a doctor actually during this time frame diagnosed me with one disability and one autoimmune disorder and didn't tell me. And I had autoimmune disorders before that went undiagnosed, and it's been a hayride since then. So I'm getting all of that taken care of now, getting all my X's and crosses off the box so that I can get on disability. My next stop is neurology, and then back to the neurosurgeon. But I'm going to apply now because there's some extenuating circumstances with recently being cheated on, and so I have no income now and all sorts of other fun stuff.
All right. So how do you support yourself?
Working on that now. My mom lives with me and I take care of her. She's a heart transplant recipient, and so that's the income in the house right now.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot going on right now.
Oh, yes, it is a lot. But how are you taking care of your mom?
She's a heart transplant recipient and she's bedridden, and so I change her diaper, feed her, run her on her doctor's appointments and errands as best I can. And my son, who's mentally handicapped, he's got DID, bipolar, and so I keep his friends in his head in check because I'm a psych major. So I help him, and then he helps me around the house and helps with my mom. We kind of have a triangle thing going.
All right. So what I can tell you is people who are on probation in my court, I don't allow them to be home health care providers.
Well, I'm not her physical, technical home health provider, but I mean, I'm her only help, like unofficial help. She lives with me, and I mean, I have to take care of her. She's my mom. I'm her only person. That's why I'm doing this instead of going to trial.
I mean, no, here's the thing. If you want a jury trial, you can.
Oh,
But let me just explain something to you. What I've read in the stipulations is that you admitted to the owners of taking the money.
and I only did that under duress because they locked me in a room and would not. let
Oh,
me
well,
make
here's
a
the thing.
phone
If you
call.
want a jury trial,
I don't, ma'am,
because
I
let me, all
don't.
right, let me explain something to you. Because what I read in the stipulations is money went to Green Dot Bank
And
account.
it's not, it's a Stasha card. I had a bank, a regular bank, which is Techstar Bank. And then I had a stash account, which I actually had, what do you call it? You could even do, sorry, I get brain fog because of all the autoimmune, but it was an actual bank card and I didn't know it was Green Dot or whatever. It's actually owned by another company now, but it's actual a bank.
All right,
And
so here's the thing. Monticello Homes that organization, the people who work for that organization and own it, they say that $800 was going into TxDOT, whatever card, but it wasn't their card. It wasn't for their employee. It wasn't for anything associated with them. It was associated with you, and it was going in your account. Now, if you're telling the court that you did not steal the $800 several times to total $7,200, then we can set it for jury trial, because what they're saying is,
They're saying I did a whole lot of stuff.
well, let me just tell you, the 4 transactions were done in the same manner. They say on July 19th, 2019, it was for $900. On August 2nd, 2019, it was for $2,000. On August 16th, 2019, it was $1,500. On August 30th, 2019, it was for $2,000. That's what they're saying. And they say those transactions were above what you would have been paid. And they said that it went to your account. And the person who's saying that it went to your account was Gregory Martin, who I guess is their financial person. And when he was looking at the billing, that he noticed discrepancies, and that discrepancy went to you. It went to your account. Now, if you're saying that you didn't steal this, then guess what? We can set it for a jury trial.
I don't trust people enough.
And it says here that you signed a statement saying that you overpaid yourself $7,200 and that you're going to pay it back.
How would you feel if 5 men took you from your office, locked you in the back of an office and wouldn't let you leave, wouldn't let you make a phone call, and wouldn't let you do anything until you signed a paper?
Mm-hmm. Well, what I can tell you is I wasn't there at the time, so I don't know if that occurred or not. What I do know is there's $7,200, and what I'm reading in the stipulations is that $7,200 went to your account.
Right, and I'm saying, this is why I don't want to have a jury. I don't trust the judgment of people. I used to have to pay the lawyer there for the legal stuff that guy in those offices did. I'm saying they made me give my password to Greg, made me leave my laptop there, which is the number one thing you don't do. I'm saying there's a lot of things that went on at that place that I can't account for. There's a lot of stuff in there that can and can't be explained that I could explain, but I don't trust a jury to understand that. People do not think for themselves anymore. People, unless there's a headline news that tells them what to think. I've been around way too many people. I used to have thousands of employees.
As the video reaches its conclusion, the tone remains serious and reflective, leaving a lasting impression on the viewer. The final moments focus on the importance of accountability and the reality that every decision, especially those made under pressure, can have long-term consequences. While Michelle Davis's personal struggles are clearly difficult and evoke a sense of sympathy, the outcome shows that responsibility cannot be avoided, no matter the circumstances. The ending emphasizes that moving forward is not just about facing penalties, but about making meaningful changes in life. The conditions placed on her serve as a structured path toward rebuilding stability, correcting past mistakes, and proving that change is possible. It highlights the idea that second chances are not given freely, they come with expectations, discipline, and the need for consistent effort. At the same time, the video encourages viewers to reflect on their own choices and how easily situations can spiral when decisions are made without fully considering the consequences. It sends a powerful message that while life can be unpredictable and challenging, integrity and responsibility must always remain a priority. In the end, this story is not just about one by-act's situation, it is a broader reminder of how actions define outcomes. It leaves the audience thinking about the balance between hardship and accountability, and how true growth begins when someone accepts their mistakes and works toward a better, more responsible future.